with the green of soul. It's more than empty dreams and promises. It's not infecting me no more. When all I say to you is dead and gone, you won't be feeling me no more. I know you, I can feel you, with the green of souls. When you're not looking at me, I feel so slow. With all those dreams of all our memories.
All right, let's do it again. Welcome to the listening room, you guys. My name is Eddie Booze. I am your host. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification. Like the video for the content. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for joining me today on the listening room. Again, I am your host. My name is Eddie Booze. And today my guest is an incredible drummer, singer, songwriter, alien enthusiast, actually. And glad to have on the show Mr. Matt Edwall, a good friend of mine. Old school, man. It's been so long, dude. How you been, man?
I've been excellent.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Dude. So you going to play some songs for us today?
Yeah.
Awesome, dude. And so look, today, so on the listening room, it's your first time on the show. So I like to start my show off like I like to start my day off with a little bit of gratitude. So why don't you give me something you're grateful for today?
I'll be honest with you.
Be honest with me,
I'm
dude.
grateful for whoever made this little figurine that you have right here. Who made that?
I actually don't.
You don't know?
You know what? I don't know who made it, actually. I don't know who made that. I just know that it came on a keychain that I was given.
Was it made for you?
It was not made for me.
Gotcha.
It was made, and it came on a keychain that I was given, and it fell off one day, and I was like, you know what? I'm not just gonna throw this thing away.
But you resonated with it.
Totally.
And that's why you kept it.
And that's why I kept it, and it's been sitting with me in like one of my drawers ever since, and I don't know. I just decided to keep it. I know this thing's awesome.
Why did
dude.
you? What like? Was it just because it's like kind of cute?
Nah, dude. I'm like, you know what? This is me. Like I felt like it was just me, you know. Like this is like it's my little voodoo. It's my little voodoo doll. I better keep it safe.
Like you fell off the keychain and then were found, or was it like I play guitar and I wear jeans?
That's a representation of me.
Yeah.
More like that, but it was more like I was more connected to it for some reason.
Whatever.
I just felt
yeah.
like almost like a hoarder feels connected to like random shit.
Yeah.
Like I just felt connected to this
That's
thing,
cool.
dude.
I like
was just
that.
like, I'm keeping
because
it around.
somebody else.
But you're in
somewhere-
my house. You've seen. I don't keep a bunch of crazy shit, everywhere. I'm pretty
Right.
minimalist.
Right. But like
But this
I
resonated
like
with
that
me.
somebody, this is handmade. Somebody made that.
Totally.
Gave it to somebody.
Totally.
They lost it somewhere. Right? They don't even know where this is.
No, dude.
And that's cool because it's special to you. And you're like, I'm gonna post it up.
Somebody bought this as a keychain to give to me.
Gotcha.
And it was mine, and it fell off of my keychain.
Gotcha.
And I saw it before it like fell off on the ground, and I was able to pick it back up and grab it. And I was like, I was gonna like toss it because it was no longer on the keychain, and I was like, you know what? And I was like, this thing resonates with me, so I kept it.
So I'm grateful for that story.
I love that.
Because that's a thought. That's thoughtful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
You know, like
Yeah.
you're a minimalist, but this is a piece. This is one of the first things I noticed.
Interesting.
In the room.
When you came in, that's
I always
interesting.
check it out. I know. You remember I like complimented the lights, and I was like, I'm always like looking around at you.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on? What do you got back here? You know? And I saw that guy, and I was like, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, for sure. Of all the things in the room, I think this is
That's pretty.
This
cool.
is the one thing I do like the most, actually. I mean, it's the only thing that's on camera other than that speaker, which is just kind of like an accent
and
to the room.
Daisy's on camera now too.
Miss Girl, she's my co-host, actually.
Right.
In fact, I do a. So if you guys go hit the.
That's the pets.
If you guys hit the link in the description box or go to the store, the listening room store here, you guys can find a bunch of merchandise for the listening room, actually, and it says Daisy is my co-host, so it's got some.
My dog's gonna be real jealous.
Yeah. Let me show you guys.
Oh, well, you were just getting in here.
Let me see if that worked. It did not. Oh, that's because I spelled it wrong.
Dogs are the shit.
Yep. You have an am staff too, don't you?
I do.
A staffy.
Staffy girl. She's
All
a
right.
sweetie. You get a bad rap, man.
I know.
Are you on Nextdoor, that app? That like neighborhood app?
No.
I am. And I'm under a false troll account.
Are you?
You only get one.
You only get
one
one
account, and I torched my real account, and I sacrificed it for a troll account. Randy Leahy is my name on there.
Yes, dude.
If you don't know who Randy Leahy is, then get with it.
Randy Leahy.
And I found an old photo of a guy. I just put an old man on Google, and I took I just made him my guy. So every time I post, it looks like this old disheveled man named Randy Leahy is making.
Did you take John Dunsworth's picture or no?
No. Total like random dude.
Total
so I just like
random.
mixed it up a little bit,
Right.
and like I engage with my neighborhood as this person, and no one knows it's me, and it's
Cheeseburger.
like
Nobody knows. No, seriously.
yeah, well, no, and it's great because
And nobody recognizes Cheeseburger Rand.
I'm sure some people do, but it's funny because it's like whatever you type out, like other people are reading that comment, looking at my profile picture, like this old man has no idea what he's talking about right now. Or I stick to like one opinion and I'm super opinionated. It's like it's genuine good trolling, you know? It's good stuff. The good troll.
Oh, that's fucking great. Shannon says, great to see you, Christopher, Daniel. You look, you find. Shannon, Kenny, good to see all of you guys. Dude, Shannon says, Eddie, give us your best Randyism. I don't know if I know any Randyisms, but I fucking love Ricky's bullshit when he mixes everything up, dude.
Oh, yeah. The Burb, the Bergs, Barb, the Berg.
Yeah.
Dude, Randy Leahy
Dude,
was.
oh, yeah, I
it was
forgot,
Ricky.
Pat
It was
Roach,
Ricky.
yeah.
Ricky was getting arrested by the cops and
Yeah.
giving him a bullshit story,
Yeah.
and they were like, "What's your name?" And he was like, off the cuff, like so fast. He's like, Randy Leahy. I lost my mind.
He did it
It's so good.
And he always told him he was Corey and Trevor, too.
Yeah. Smokes, let's go.
Fucking, that was
So
awesome.
good.
That show was great, dude. So, okay, so I met this guy when I was like 21 years old, and I remember, so I went to try out for 8 Count, and I thought I was I was so confident in myself, and I went to try out for you guys, and then it just didn't work out. I was totally fucked on, I was, drunk all the time, and smoking, like way too much weed at the time, and you guys were like, nah, you're a little much for us. So you went and so you went and jammed with Robert Howell for a while, which Howell is an incredible singer.
Yeah.
Still, just got a voice of an angel. Love the guy. Love his voice. His voice has always been a favorite of mine, actually, of local musicians. But I was fortunate enough to get back with you guys a couple years later and play with 8 Count for the final years of 8 Count, which was a total blast. And we're gonna show you guys a little bit of that music today. We got a couple. Corey, what's going down, bro?
Yeah, turds.
We got a couple of tunes to show you guys, but first, check it out. You guys can go to the booze store and check out the listening room merchandise. We got blankets.
That's genius.
We
by the
got
way.
mugs.
It's really called the Booze Store.
Yeah, it's called
and then you sell no booze.
It's on no booze.
That's fucking great.
I'm sober, bro.
Dude, that's clickbait at its finest.
Right?
I love that.
Yeah, and see, it says Daisy is my co-host, and Daisy is my
Oh,
co-host.
you have full-blown merch. It's like print on Teespring. That's
Yeah.
print on demand stuff.
Yeah, everything you guys can want. T-shirts, all kinds of different stuff.
I texted Mike Norton today about this.
Dude, I got fucking fanny packs, bro.
I
Dog.
literally texted Mike Norton today about making fanny packs with old cigarette logos on it. And because we will get yanked super fast, but it would just be funny if you could go buy like a Newport,
Yeah, I know.
like an old Newport logo on a fanny pack.
That's perfect.
No one would
dude.
ever buy it. I probably would, but
Right here. This is the best one right here. The leggings. Daisy is my co-host.
those are good margins on leggings. So you can sell them for a lot.
Yeah.
I'm like way into this shit.
Dog water or food dish. You know what? I'll have one. You know what I do have though is I got a pet hoodie. I got a pet hoodie on here. Let me see if I can find it.
What?
Yeah, so it's like a hoodie for your pet, like a hoodie for your dog. Right here. Check it out.
That's cool.
It says The Listening Room, and then it says Daisy is my co-host right there.
Oh, that's cool. They have
Yep.
dog hoodies on there.
Yeah, whatever you guys want. Indeed. All right, you guys. We're gonna show you guys a Corey, another drummer for one of the bands I was in growing up, is in the house today. Good to see you guys.
Contributed with a turd comment.
Exactly.
Thank
so,
you.
dude, Matt. Okay, we all know you're a great songwriter. You wrote a lot of the songs for 8 Count. You've been writing stuff for the Slub Machine and for Moonshine.
Tell me more.
What have you been doing lately, dude? What's your
not writing?
What's your creative
not
music
writing at
outlet,
all.
dog?
No, music. Not really. Nothing.
Nothing. When was the last time you were writing?
It's kind of an ongoing, forever thing.
All right.
I'll always leave that channel open.
So what have you been doing then? You've been doing something else lately. You've been doing some photography, right?
Yeah, I really like photography because I was telling you that it's the opposite. It's instant gratification versus doing a record that takes forever, or even a song. You know, you got to get all the components together and da 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 da. And like, it's like a camera is like the recording process, except it's instant. So it's just there's the thing and the shutter and the aperture and it just boom, done. And you get to see it and you're like, all right, next thing. So it's like walking around with a different mindset and just trying to challenge myself. But I've tried like a bunch of different mediums to just be expressive in the last couple years, and some clicked, some didn't, and I don't stay too long on a lot of things. And it's probably misconstrued as being fickle, but that's fine. I'm fickle. Fuck it. Like, I like just trying tasting a bunch of new shit all the time. Like, and I figure out what I like and what hits and what doesn't and what resonates. And that's it. And it kind of keeps my mania to a low hum, and it keeps the demons away, if you will. And with music, it was just, I like it. Corey and I actually did a song the end of last year, I think. And that was really nice to work with. Corey and I, surprisingly, we've like flirted with writing together for a long time, but like never finished a song. And so we finished it, and it was cool. And it was nice to like finish it, get it done, put it out real quick. The last time I wrote was I went on like a weed adventure in 2016. I sobered up and I quit my job and I went up to the mountains onto a weed farm. And I only lasted there for like 3.5 weeks, and then I wanted to extend I had 4 months off. I sublet my room. I was like, I got 4 months here. I was only 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks in. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to Oregon. I had some buddies in Oregon, so turned into an adventure. And and writing struck then. It struck. Like you leave that channel open.
Of course.
I never want.
It's always.
I never want to not have that channel open. It's important, you know.
Sure.
And I feel that writing, like actually writing, comes before music for me. So I really can't. Putting a circle into a square isn't for me. I can't. I have to have some like substance to write about. I think that's why I chose. Besides drumming, I think that's why I chose like learning how to kind of play guitar. Like I had all this writing and I wanted to put a background to it. I just didn't want to write in a book and let like a book fly out. Like I wanted a different thing behind it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted a compliment. I wanted a nice thing. And music has always been a big part of my life, but learning, you know, what notes fit into one another, chord progressions, stuff I like, and doing it on my own, not having like anyone to rely on, writing by myself. I always had Mike, or I always had you, or I had somebody to like, who always had a chord progression or always had like a melody already written, and I could kind of hear something and borrow something that I had written 4 years ago and be like, oh, this fits into that. This was like, you know, a challenge in a way. Moonshine was a challenge because I had never done that. And I didn't have anybody else. And then I found my buddies to play with to you know, write all the bass lines that I can't do and write all the
derivative works.
Yeah. And so really like leaving that writing channel open always, and I'll always forever like write. If I'm pen to paper is just, I can't use my phone to do it. I'll jot down ideas. If I hear a melody, I'll try and Shazam it or like hum it back into like a voice memo. But the actual writing always comes first. I don't know why. Always been like that.
Interesting. You know, and I've, you know, when we played for the years that we played together, I kind of recognized that about you as well. In one big aspect, which was your lyrical content, was always like, dude, like it was always,
Thanks,
it
man.
was very heavy. It had weight to it. You know what I mean? Every time you wrote, you know, the words to one of the songs, it wasn't just random words,
Right.
and random poetry. It had some real weight. I mean, real like legitimate weight, and the way you use vocabulary. It's not just that your songs have meaning. It's the way that you choose to use adjectives and to describe certain things, you know, within your songs. And I think everybody will kind of get a feel for that today when they see what you have in store for them today. You know.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks.
And I have always appreciated that about you. And you're right. Like writing, just like everyone's art and different things you're passionate about, should always stay an open avenue. Should always kind of have that gate open for whenever you want to come back to it. I mean, I know for myself being an artist, I'll write and then I won't write for like 2 years. Just because, I mean, because I'm doing other things like the show or something else, or whatever it may be, and I think people like yourself and myself can allow ourselves to get into this this mindset of I know that that's always going to be there, so I can go and enjoy something else for a little while. I can, let myself get submersed in something completely different for a little while, you know?
Yeah.
Where, you know, just like you said, you know, photography as well, and you've been doing a lot of designs as far as like clothing and hats and shit like that recently, right?
Yeah, just ideas.
Yeah, and you're a barber. You wanted to be, you know, you wanted to learn the trade. You went and did it, and you went and worked at the you know, the store that you wanted to work at. You know what I'm saying? Like you made that happen for yourself, you know. But that didn't define you. You know what I'm saying?
That's the one thing I've been.
You're not defined by any one of the things you do. I noticed that.
And I try. I guess that's like maybe the only thing I try is to not. I really tried to divorce myself from music. I really tried. Like around 30. Like I really tried to divorce it, just to get the fuck away from it. It was just it was like a gnarly relationship. It consumed me. It was just breakfast, lunch, and dinner since I was like 15 or 16. It was just all I ever did. My notebooks at school weren't notes. They were writing. It was just like everything was in the way of doing music. And I'm sure so many different people can have experienced that. And I was obsessive. And I needed a huge break from it. And that's why I went into like, all right, well, I'm interested. I've been interested in hair, I guess. Like I just chose it. I don't even know why I chose it.
Interesting.
My ex had her mom owned shops, and I was there, and I saw and I talked with this Cuban dude.
You were around it for a bit.
I was around it for a bit, and I was just like, this is fucking chill, and it's the opposite of music, and it's like stable, and it's like, I'm tired, I'm worn out, I'm done, and I just kind of. But then I've been doing that, and I'm like, it's weird, man. It's like now I'm just like, well, what's next? And I realize that it's just constantly what's next, and that's okay. It's being okay with that part of it is, I think, the challenge, because definitely most people around me, society, it's all about stability, which I understand, and I am responsible. I have a lot of responsibility right now in my life, and but I also get the other side of it where I'm only responsible for this one thing, which is like to propel art, to propel something I made. And it's very simple living. It's like, I don't even think about, back then I didn't even think about like what was for dinner tonight. I don't fucking know.
Right.
I'm not even thinking about eating. Like I don't think about that shit. Like it was just like, all right, like I got to schedule a band practice. We have to flyer this show tonight. We have to do this. We have to drop off this here. We have to meet with this guy. We got to book this show. Like, And it was just like, I had to get away from it because it's like, I'm cheating myself out of experiencing other things that might give back to me and shape me as like a person where I can be better for the people that are around me. And that's really, that thought got through finally. So I was like, fuck music, divorced, fuck you. No more bands. I don't care about writing right now. And it's been, and now that I've been away from it actively for like 8 years-ish, 9 years-ish, it's
kind of came back and dipped your toe in a little bit.
well, I can recognize what it is for what it is versus it being like
an all-consuming.
Exactly.
How did we say that at the same time?
Exactly, dude. Like,
Yeah.
so we're like, it's compartmentalized like everything else is compartmentalized.
Yeah.
So it's in this room with different
Right.
boxes of shit.
Well, I would definitely say I understand, like, all too well. And I will also say that it's like anything else. Like, you have to not let it use you as a tool, just like some people just get lost in their social media, or some people get lost in their painting, or some people, whatever it may be, that you allow to, like you said, consume you, and then you're no longer, active in healthy relationships in your life. You're no longer active in
And bro,
pursuing.
it's fucked because people gas you up,
Yep.
and it's
Yep.
it's like a drug. It's like booze. It's like any drug.
Yep.
It's like,
Yes, sir.
you start listening to the comments, you start listening to the gas, and it's like, fuck, man, like,
And you get
I
all-
like that shit,
Yeah.
and it's God complex. It's
Bro.
like 45 minutes, and I got your asses. Like, give me, I'm in control, and that is intoxicating for me. It just is like I'm a villain, I'm a hero, I'm whoever the fuck I want to be for 30, 40 minutes up there, and that shit is intoxicating. And maybe it's some weird underlying guilt or something, but something shot through and was like, finally, like around 30, was just like, get the fuck away from this.
Right.
But now revisiting it, it's like, I know what it is. I know what you are. Like, I don't need to pine over a song for 6 months or six. I don't need to like break my ass going into a fucking record some record. It's chill, baby.
Right.
I know what you are, baby. Like,
Exactly.
you right there. Okay, I'll get with you. Don't worry.
You own it now. It does not. It no longer owns you.
Yeah.
And you literally had to take a break from it. I'm be completely honest with you, Matt. It's very, what you're describing is very similar to what my relationship with alcohol became before I had to stop drinking. And really, it's the way you're describing, and I'm not talking about the actual thing itself, but the way you're describing it, the way you're describing your relationship with music and how it became towards the end of this intoxicating thing that you like almost that you
It owned me.
You needed to have, and
Yeah.
it was like all you folk. I had to do this. I had to do this. Like, I based my days around like when I would be able to drink. You based your days around what you had to do for the band, about flyers and booking and meetings and this and that and the other thing. You know what I'm saying? So, but you recognized it at a certain point. It was like, look, this isn't healthy for me. I need to like step away from this for a little while, see it for what it is, and you did what any sane person who can be introspective would have done.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. And a lot of people, I mean, maybe I spoke too soon, and maybe maybe everyone wouldn't do that. But I'd be honest with you, I feel like, I think it's good.
Yeah.
I think it's good that you were able to see it for what it was, like exactly like you said, and able to step away from it and not let it run your life anymore.
And there's a lot of mania in it, and there was a lot of mania getting away from it. There was like the highs were really high.
Right.
The ceiling was high. My floor was very low and swinging and but just now reapproaching it. I don't want to say healed, but still healing. Forever healing.
Of course.
Forever healing from relationships, from whatever. Just growing.
Dude.
Just growing.
You're
and
right.
being slowed down enough to just be like, all right, man. All right, cool. You know? Like, I can try photography, I can try embroidery, I can try these different things, and I don't have the dark mistress music over here like, get back here, you little bitch, and fuck with me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't got that.
It will never. What's up, Bender? Good to see you, brother. What's up, Mario? But remember, dude, even if Bender says, "Hi guys, I came in at a funny moment." Eddie saying about planning around drinking made me laugh because I had to do that one time at one time in my life. We all have to do that with something we're passionate about, or we get that way about. But here's the thing. Like, people like you and I, again, going back to the, we have a very similar personality, and as far as we will find something we love and try and do something with it, with try and make it some sort of monetized part of our lives, or you know what I mean, or we're you know what I mean, like
fucking tired.
it's a curse, you know what I mean?
It is.
But being able to, but here's the thing: when you divorced yourself from music, you didn't divorce yourself from yourself, and you have to realize that like that could rear its ugly head anytime you fall in love with another thing.
Yeah.
You feel me? So my point is, did you and I both, as we grew, did we learn those lessons about through that one thing and not allow the other things that are going to come into our life to do the same thing
Well, it's
moving
like
forward?
chasing the dragon feeling too for me, because like when I started like trying different like avenues of just designing things or whatever, at first it was like I was looking for the same feeling that I got playing shows, or the same feelings I got that music used to give me.
Right.
I was chasing something.
Yes.
And so it caused me to be frantic.
There is a high. There is a legitimate high that's measurable in like dopamine and serotonin levels in the body when you're on stage performing. It's nothing, dude. So when you're talking about that, no, you're in a complete flow state, zen.
It's
Dude,
know,
yes.
the whole thing, man.
So it's warranted to have that feeling with and being and be a dick and like what, like God, there's nothing feeling like that. I want that. You know what I mean? Like I get it, dude. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you're right. When you allow it to like take over completely, you know, you can. It tends to not be the best thing, you know.
We're pulling the reins a little bit.
Well, let's go ahead and check out one of the songs from 8 Count. All right, we're gonna check out one of the songs from. This is one of the ones that Matt wrote. Did you wrote this, right? Let It Ring?
No.
You didn't write this.
No.
Did Norden write this? Howa?
Oh, Let It Ring? Oh, yeah.
You wrote this.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I didn't write the music.
She wrote the lyrics.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. And Norden wrote the guitars for it. And then I came into the band after this song was written, and we recorded this live one night at True Sound in Santa Fe Springs. And I had a strained vocal cord that night, and I was all pissy with everybody and drinking honey and lemon, and because everybody, and I was like, I need one takes here because my voice is fucked, you know. And we did 13 songs that night too. All right, here we go. Here is Let It Ring from 8 Count. This is live too, by the way. Here we go. right, so Matt was the drummer. That was he was the drummer for that band, and he actually was one of the screamers too. So that guy screaming at the end as that sick dope ass drum beat was going down, that was him. He was screaming and playing that at the same time on the drums.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
I'm impressed myself. Let's let him hear one more tune, do Seeing Red, and then we'll come back. We'll chat a couple minutes,
and then Aliens.
Yeah, we might have time for some Aliens. Right. We might not, because you're gonna play some songs for us tonight, brother. All right, so we're gonna listen to one more tune. The song was called "Seeing Red." This was not one of our more popular tunes. This is one of our kind of
melody, man.
It was one of the.
And you wrote that melody.
Yeah, no, I wrote
and
this.
You wrote the lyrics.
I wrote this song on an acoustic guitar without an A string.
Nice.
At the time, actually.
All octaves.
It was it was the octave. Right. It was a trip. Yeah.
Octave core.
So I wrote. Exactly. All right, here we go with "Seeing Red." Let's check it out. Seeing Red. All right, so what's up, Aliens?
Dude, there's so much going on.
Yeah, what's up with the Pentagon, dude? They just said some shit recently,
and that
right?
shit came out December 2018. All of that came out much earlier, and those videos have been available for a long time to the public.
So you're like a legit alien enthusiast.
I'm not. Look, I don't believe in aliens, but UFOs, like UAPs, like that whole situation is real. That's real life, dude.
So who's
like
flying them?
That's the thing, and like that's the argument.
That's the question?
Well, that's the argument they're proposing, which is fantastic because they've come to this point where
Is
they
it
have
time
to go,
travel? Is it us from the future?
No, they have to go one of two ways. So the smart thing that they're
Is
doing,
it reptilians?
could be reptilian. Who knows? Underwater,
Is it Alex Jones?
interdimensional. Check it though, and we'll leave it here.
Let's go.
This is the argument. The argument is that they're saying that, look, fuck, it's not aliens. So
Okay.
what is it?
All right.
And it's, if this is a thing, like it is a thing, but if this is not aliens, then it's another country that has perfected this technology that flies over U.S. military bases and a lot of the times over nuclear bases, nuclear power plants, and where nuke heads have been found, or they're making things, whatever the U.S. government does. And we have no known defense against this. So if another country has these machines that are flying at this rates of speed and doing these anti-gravity maneuvers and all this crazy shit, we as a country have no known defense against it. That's the argument that they're using to go through the bureaucracy, to get all the red tape taken care of, so that hopefully, I'm thinking that this team can get the higher up officials to disclose the fact that they have known that there's other life forms in the universe.
Okay, so you're saying...
I watch Alex Jones. I do not watch...
So you're saying...
on Joe Rogan, he was fucking wild. That shit was dope.
So wait. You said you don't believe in aliens, but then you're talking about...
I mean, I want to believe.
Then you're talking about life from other planets.
I think, like... I want to believe. I don't believe because, I mean, there's no proof.
There's no proof.
But there's proof of these crafts that are doing
Do
things
you
that
feel...
that the head of Lockheed
Do you think
Skunk
that
Martin
there's...
doesn't know?
Do you think that there's possibly another, like, landmass that we don't know about?
I mean, like on Earth?
Mm-hmm.
Like underwater or something?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you. Like, do you think that this is because could you honestly think, like, here's the thing, like,
I just watched...
as far as we know, we're one of the more technologically advanced countries out there. I mean, it stands to reason we are, you know, in today's age, one of the most technologically advanced out there. So if it's not us, who? That's why I asked you that question.
And so I don't know because I can't flirt with that world.
But you don't believe in aliens, but
Bro, I can't flirt with that world because there's no bottom.
I'm just wondering where your mind is.
There's
That's
no
all.
bottom to that world.
I got you.
That discussion.
Cool.
The other discussion is...
By the way, I'm with it, and I'm totally down to, like, explore it with you, bro. Send me some links. Let's do a deep dive.
I can't though. I can't. I don't even fuck with it. I can't. I will lose decades off my life if I go down that route.
Right, yeah.
I'll be like the ham radio guy on like top of Signal Hill with like the van with like he's holding dude, bro. That would be me in 2 years.
Bender says, Frank says, just in time for alien talk. Bender says, there's no doubt there's been life on other planets. How can it be possible for life to only be on this one? Shannon says, there's definitely aliens. Bender says, there are thousands of galaxies.
But Shannon,
in the
there's
universe.
not definitely aliens. That's the argument. There's not.
I will say this. My father, who has been on the show, actually was on the USS Enterprise, 2 tours to Vietnam, and he told me that he saw some pretty interesting unidentified flying unidentified flying aircraft when he was out at sea and in Vietnam, actually. So he, you know, and again, I guess the question goes to who's flying them. Maybe it's not aliens. I guess. I mean,
the rate of speed that they've been tracked at, there's not a human that can take the amount of G-force in that. They have them tracked from 80,000 feet in the sky.
You know who Admiral Richard Byrd is? Okay, so Admiral Richard Byrd was worked for the United States. He was an explorer and he worked for the United States government. And in the 50s, they sent him to Antarctica for Operation High Jump. And go read about this. In his journals, he said that he encountered crafts down there that could fly from pole to pole within minutes. This is the 50s.
Damn.
This is right before the space race happened. This is right before Operation Fishbowl, which is when the United States and Russia decided to start shooting nuclear weapons directly up for 4 years straight. And I'm not talking about these kiloton weapons like we dropped on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. I'm talking megaton nuclear warheads shooting straight up as fast as we could build them for 4 years.
Fuck.
For what?
Right.
What's going on?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like...
Right.
Anyway, I digress. No speculation here. I'm just kind of I'm just here.
All facts.
Yeah, there we go. You know. So, anyway, I love you guys. We're gonna get to a little performance here from the alien enthusiast, Mr. Matt Edwall. Just a second here.
Hold on. You said he flew in the hole.
He flew. That's correct. He claims that he flew into that's in the North Pole. He claimed to have flown his plane into a giant cave in the Arctic.
You ever heard of Mel's Hole? Have you?
No.
Just coast to coast, man.
I don't know what
Mel's Hole, man.
All right. So, but no, do some reading about Admiral Byrd, bro. He's a trippy fellow, bro. And there's some interesting interviews actually you can check out from him and what he said he found when he was out doing some of these things for the U.S. It's pretty crazy.
I'm down.
But anyway, you guys are awesome. So we're stick around for an amazing musical experience. We're gonna get Mr. Matt Edwall to do a live performance for you guys in just a couple seconds here. Thanks to all you guys for coming out tonight and hanging out with us on a beautiful Friday night. And so yeah, we'll be right back with a performance from Mr. Matt Edwall. But first, Bucket Man.
What's Bucket Man?
That was the jam, bro. I loved it, dude. Hey, I love. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the listening room, Matt Edwall.
A wise man once told me to chill. It's not what you say, it's what you do. There's a nice life out there waiting for you. So grab your coat and grab your shoes. Be good out there, but break some rules. There's a nice life out there waiting for you. Oh, hug the
friends that you won't see. And don't forget about family. There's a nice life out there waiting for me. Oh, there's a nice life out there waiting for me. I got morning breath at 6 p.m. Drinking alone, cause who the fuck needs friends? Don't understand the system. Working 9 to 5 for 2 weeks paid vacation. Oh, the weekend. Talks on love with a mouthful of smoke. She never really loved me, cause she never truly loved herself. Leaves me starting at the end, unlearn myself and fake it for all my friends. Who needs them? I don't think so. Some got a plan, most just talk, and me, I'm pissing in my way. And the point of life isn't the end, it's a song and dance, so turn it up to 11 and love your friends. Or I think so. Drink it up to fuck it up. Life's a twist, you've got a bend. Just try to stay on top, my friends. Write your script, cause we all know how this ends. Stay on top, my friends. Stay on top, my friends. Stay on top, my friends. Smoking cigarettes on the porch. Well, the bottle ran dry and now we're getting a little bored. We take the party to Temple and Forth. Don't got a lot of money, but we like to get drunk and watch time run its course. Yeah, we got quarters galore. We flip the couch cushions looking for our next score. We pop the jukebox and hit the dance floor. Would rather spend a minute with smiles going broke than working to get more. They say just do this, just do that, just to do it again. Better with a again. Do 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 do. I paid my tab and checked up the score. Don't even know the rules, but I'm winning with the metaphor. I glanced up and she's out the door. Well, it's better for my story, and you get what you came and paid me for. They say, just do this, just do that, just to do it again, better with a grin. Just do this, just do that, just to do it again, better with a grin. Just do it, just do it, so you can do it again. I can throw your wishes in a trash can, aluminum, stuff the rest with dreams and ignite them. But there's no heat, nothing to burn, man. I can take your thoughts and I can paint them, float to the ceiling. You live too fast to fuck with love, but you can see it. Don't lose the intimate, but you died awful trying to sound creative. Yeah, you did. Do-do. Dun 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 do do. Dun 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 do do. Dun 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 do do. And I can do this better than you, better than you, better than you. Oh, I can do this better than you, better than you. I am now the king of all your castles. You say you're baffled, alive with love, but the photos have no smiles. Sun with no dial. Don't you front like attention make you bashful. You see, I can do this better than you, better than you, better than you. Oh, I can do this better than you, better than you. And I will make the waves and let you ride 100 miles to the top of the hill. Panoramic views, the breeze is calm, clouds slowly move, birds kiss the trees, the sun shines through. Goodbye to the past, present and the future too. 'Cause once removed, I can finally see that you, my friend, can do this better than me. Better than me, better than me, better than me. Oh, you can do this better than me. But remember that you have to fall to make history. picture frame hung on the wall, it hides a hole. The dust and dirt gets sucked up by the vacuum straw, and nothing seems as nicely put as the postcard stems, and nothing seems as nicely put as when it's said, when it's said, a bottle dry is an empty cry for attention, but I got friends to share the satisfaction. We'll hum a tune or sing a song that we all know. The prejudice of experience is our favorite quote. And ooh, favorite quote. And ooh. Sinned once or twice, but your Jesus Christ says I'm alright, so you should give it a try. And nothing seems as nicely put as the postcard stems, and nothing seems as nicely put as when it's said, when it's said, This one goes out to my mom and my dad. Climbing trees and jumping walls, no trespassing. Holding hands and best friend rants, road trips and magazines, or bike rides and swimming pools, window shopping, sunny days and colder nights, fire and cheap whiskey. Oh, and I wouldn't trade a thing. Oh, I wouldn't trade a thing. Oh, I wouldn't trade a thing, if you know what I mean. Rotten teeth and bittersweet, Grandpa kisses Grandma's head. Rappers and punks and writers and such say don't forget me when I'm dead. And I work to play and money's a game, you gotta balance this in your head. So trust me when I say to you, it's not hard to lose perspective. Oh, and I wouldn't change a thing. Oh, I wouldn't change a thing. Oh, I wouldn't change a thing, if you know what I mean. Don't jump if you can't fly, 'cause there ain't no rescue me. You can't laugh if you don't cry, 'cause there ain't no rescue me's. And you can't live if you're afraid to die, 'cause there ain't no remedy. Oh, there ain't no remedy. Oh, there ain't no remedy. Oh, there ain't no remedy, if you know what I mean. Picture a life worth mentioning. Walking sticks, favorite playlist, notebooks and six strings. The windows down, the heaters on, Long Beach is wintering. So Mom and Dad, I hope you're not mad, but I love exploring. Oh, and I wouldn't trade a thing. Oh, I wouldn't change a thing. Oh, I wouldn't have said a thing, if you know what I mean. But I know you know what I mean. This is my last one. Thanks for tuning in. I've got a big can on my windowsill with the logo slapped on its face. It reads, simpler times, kind of funny, I complicate. And the morning time in the open blinds, the sun slowly ages the can. But it never grew old, the colors just changed, for it was the same can. You got my soul, but I've got your money. And you've got my soul, but I've got your money. And you've got my soul. And I face the day with a smile on my face, not bigger, not better, just mine. Everyday situations, no talk, only actions in mind. And I rest my head lucky I can on a pillow kissed by the moonshine, only to wake up and see that can. Oh, I'm living in simpler times. And you've got my soul, I've got your money. And you've got my soul, I've got your money. And you've got my soul, but I've got your money. And you've got my soul, but I've got your money. And thank you, Eddie Booze. I love you.
Brother, I love you too, man. Thank you guys so much for joining us in the listening room. Join us next week, Monday through Friday, 6:30 every day. Thanks so much to my guest tonight, Mr. Matt Edwall. That was amazing. Thanks to everyone out there for watching. You guys are awesome. And remember, guys, good things happen when you take the time to listen. My name is Eddie Booze. See you next week on the listening room. Thank you all. Love you all. Thanks for being a part of the listening room tonight. My name is Eddie Booze. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications, and give the video a like. We'll see you guys every Monday through Friday right here at 6:30. Take care.
Okay, say bye.
Bye. Bye.